Hey guys, Mike here with Rapid Purple, talking to you today about starting an online presence for your small business. Look, these days, this is beyond crucial. I've done a couple of videos now where I feel like I'm almost ranting at business owners for not, having social media profiles, for not running email marketing, for not keeping me in the loop with what's happening with their business and so forth. And a big part of all of these things is having an online presence. And I guess you can't expect people to do any of that until they've created an online presence. So that's the point of this video. I really want to kind of answer the question of where do you actually start with things? Because, we talk about Facebook in our videos, we talk about Instagram, we talk about email marketing, we talk about a lot of different things, but unless you already have all of that, you can't do that. You can't use it. So let's dig into that. Let's really answer, where do you start? And I guess from my personal experience, what I've recommended to people that I've seen work great, what I've tested and done myself, what I've done myself, for other businesses, and so forth, has been to start off with a website. Now, you can have many different kinds of websites. You can have completely custom, beautiful, graphically designed websites that cost $5,000, $10,000. Subsequently, you can also use an online drag and drop builder to start off your online presence, to have a website that is still great looking and that is still beautiful, but that's something that you can mold and work on yourself that isn't costing you $5,000, $10,000. So whatever the route is, and I actually did a detailed kind of set of articles on rapidpurple.com that I will make an annotation to, and we'll put links to it down into the description below, that kind of outweighs the different options of building your site completely custom from scratch and using various different online builders, and it talks about a couple of the different online builders there. Again, I'll link to that. Give it a read through, see which route you want to go. Whatever the budget calls for, just make sure that you establish some sort of website. If you even have to go down to Wix, to Squarespace, GoDaddy website builder, whatever the case is, use a drag and drop interface to have your initial website for your small business. Go that route, do it. Create a website. Put your contact info for the business on the website, put the hours of operation, put some pictures about what things look like or so forth if it applies to your business, and put some information and so forth. If you're a restaurant, put the menu, whatever it is that you can get up there that you believe will help people, and everything I've listed so far will. So let's create that presence. Now, the reason I'm so kind of big on saying the website should come first, and it's not just because that's one of the things that I do for a living, although it helps, but is that many of the other things that we're going to talk about in this video are going to ask you what the website is for your business. So you just might as well get that out of the way first, have that done, so you actually could fill in that field. So create your site. Let's get that out of the way. Step one. We have that done. Step two, Facebook. Now, I'm not making Facebook step two because I think it's more important than all the other ones, but I'm making it step two because it's just something that we have to talk about a little bit more. So go onto Facebook, and chances are you have a Facebook personal profile. If not, now's a great time to create one. Create one. Take that Facebook personal profile and go and run a search for your business name. Now, if you have a very common business name, ABC Deli, chances are a bunch of things may pop up, but look for something that is essentially your business, that already has your address, your phone number, something like that. If you have a lounge, a restaurant, a bar, or really a venue location like that, or even a retail storefront, anything like that, chances are somebody's already checked into your business. And because they did, and they maybe created a dynamic page for it, a dynamic listing or something like along those lines, or enough people tempted to check in that Facebook generated a dynamic page, whatever the case is, run that search and see if something like that exists. And if it does, you'll see a claim this page or claim this listing button. Hit that. Claim that page. No reason to kick off a brand new page if you already have one that 4,000 people have checked into, right? That is your business, and 4,000 people did check into it. Claim that it's yours. If that doesn't exist, yes, go ahead and create a new page for your business. Now, I'm going to do an in-depth video on how to create a new page, look for an existing page, claim it. If you already made a new one and you found another one, merge them. I'll do a separate video where we'll talk about that. If you have any questions right now before that video is up, just post them in the comments below and I'll make sure to answer. Also, when you guys post these things in the comments below, it helps me make the next video and tells me what it is that you guys really need answers on or need to know. So comments are great. Questions are awesome. Ask them. Anyway, get your Facebook page done. Get that out of the way. If you have one, again, claim it. Get that out of the way. Next thing we're going to do is create our Google business listing. Now, in the past, Google business listing would essentially also create a Google Plus page for your business. You would create your Google Maps listing and so forth. This doesn't do that now because Google Plus is no longer a requirement for everything else in Google, which is great. Thank you, Google. Anyway, your Google business listing is essentially going to control how your business appears and so forth in search results, in Google Map results, on mobile devices, on desktop devices, and so forth. This is where you can control your business name, your business hours of operation, the description about your business, the pictures that are showcased about your business. If your business moved, if the map icon is not perfect and it needs to be moved, just a couple of pixels over, that's where you can go ahead and do that. And this right now, just from the sheer amount of things that I've just showed, that I just listed, that this applies to, you probably see the importance in this. Create that business listing. We've touched base on it before. Google runs these Get Your Business Online campaigns all across the United States, and they have been pushing them for a couple of years now. So if you haven't created a Google business listing by now, I don't know what you've been waiting for, but let's go ahead and make that right now. Pause the video. Go make it. So, got that out of the way. We're going to move on now to Instagram. Now, I'm not going to tell you to create profiles for every single thing here, but we're going to cover the things that I want to say is probably the key starters to an online presence for the majority of different businesses. And Instagram is going to be a great and phenomenal tool that you can utilize just kind of for miscellaneous things that can keep your brand and your company or your store or your lounge or your restaurant in the mind of your customers and of people that share the same interest, essentially. So constantly posting maybe pictures on Facebook or so forth of the brand new dish you made, of the new shipment of clothes that came in or something like that, and that can get boring to your following, and the Facebook algorithm isn't really a huge fan of consistently showing lots of the same stuff from the same exact page over and over again for the same exact people. Instagram, however, people are going to find you by hashtags, people are going to find you by your business name, and people are going to constantly see, as long as they're checking their timeline, they're going to constantly see the posts and so forth that you make. And this is kind of the place for you to be a little bit more creative because everything is a picture. And if you have a restaurant, a lounge, you can showcase your different dishes, specials of the day, and so forth. It's just a great thing to have. Instagram you can later embed onto your website. You can embed the feed of all the pictures into there, which can essentially automatically create a gallery for you on your website that stays fresh and constantly updated. You can connect Instagram with your Facebook account and so forth. And again, all of these things we'll dig into in separate videos that I'll make on all the different networks. But for now, it's a good start. Make that profile, get that out of the way, knock that out, list your website in the description. Take it from there. Next up, Yelp. Now, if you have an e-commerce business, this may not really apply to you as much because Yelp is primarily for you to have a physical location somewhere. But all physical location businesses should definitely have a Yelp profile. That Yelp profile, that will pull data to tons of different places. It will pull data to some of the Yellow Pages sites. It will pull data to MapQuest. It'll put it to a ton of different places. And apart from that, a lot of people are already on Yelp. And inevitably, they will search for your business on Yelp to see if other people have reviewed it, to see what the star rating for it is and so forth, or just they might find it on Yelp. So definitely make a Yelp profile for yourself. Finally, emails. We definitely want to run an email marketing list, and I made a separate video which I'll link to. You guys should all watch specifically on emails. But let's take that website that you made, and you know what? If you used Wix, Squarespace, pretty much any builder that you used, unless you build it from custom, in which case you could do this too, there is a widget or some sort of way for you to easily be able to collect email addresses. And if there's not, now's the time to go to MailChimp, Sendito, Constant Contact. Every one of them has a widget that you can just copy paste the code right onto your website. Go ahead, collect email addresses. Now, You have all your different things set up. You have all these things made. What do? Start using it. Look, your Google business listing, once you set up and you make once, and again, we'll do a separate video on that, you don't really have to come back to very often. You want to go back, check your reviews, make sure you're up to date on that, post up new pictures, new photos, once a month or so forth on it, keep it updated. But you don't really have to come back to it nonstop all the time, check it every single day. So that's great. You put the app on your phone, maybe it'll give you the notifications and so forth, and you're good to go. Your Instagram account, use it in real time. Watch the other social media videos that I've done, and I frequently talk about posting things in real time. Do that. Post what you think people would want to see. Run your business. And post the photos while you're doing it. You made a new dish, take a picture. You bought new decor for the inside of your restaurant, take a picture. Put it on Instagram. Again, we'll do detailed videos on hashtags and Instagram and everything else on how it works. If you have questions, post them down below. And let me know what video you want to see and which one of these things you want me to really dig into about what you should be doing on. Facebook, same concept applies. I did the video that kind of is the basics of social media. Watch that. It really gives a lot of different tips and ideas and so forth about what to be doing on all of your social media networks and so forth. Your website, monitor the traffic. How do you do that? Ideally, Google Analytics. Again, another video that we'll have to do because there is just so much to talk about. Every little bit of this that it's insane. But creating every one of these different profiles and creating all of these listings is already a tremendous step for your business. And it is, first off, I promise you it'll take you longer than it took you to watch this video. And chances are by the time you're done with all of that, and all of you that are going to watch this are done with all of that, I'll create one of the next videos. And if you have any questions, post them down below, and I'll be more than happy to kind of walk you through, help you out, hold your hand. We'll get it done together because I love to see everybody else's businesses succeed and grow and do great, phenomenal things. So that's that. Let's start off. Let's get our online presence built. Let's get things going. As always, guys, I want to thank you all so much for watching. I want to welcome all the new subscribers that have come in the last month or so to the channel. Guys, you're awesome, and it's kind of because of you that I do all these videos, so thank you so much. If you're not a subscriber yet and you like these type of videos, definitely subscribe, give me a thumbs up, let me know what you like, let me know what you want to see in the future, and I'll see you soon.